Yahoo! Hello mga masters and mga ka-G! Good morning po sa inyong lahat dyan sa Pilipinas at sa buong Asian countries at kung saan man kayong lupalop ng ating daigdig ay hayaan niyo muna kami ni G, the Green Girly Cutie Patuti Iguana na batiin po kayo ng good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening at good night na po sa mga ready ng matulog at welcome po sa ating fifth day ng ating episode po dito po sa G and Daddy Health and Lifestyle Tips. Ang topic po natin ay foot reflexology. Ayun po, mahina-hina po yung ating topic ngayon kasi marami tayong dinidiscuss. Okay. So, pero ngayon, let's just straight proceed na po tayo. But before that, I'm gonna ask for your thumbs up. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe dito po sa ating channel, Master Worm, at sa mga tao sa mga kasamahan po natin dyan sa baba na present sa ating comment section. Those who are not connected yet to if you're not connected to some of our friends there downstairs, please don't forget, puntahan niyo po sila mamaya at tayo po ay pakipaghalubilo po sa kanila. Alright, let's proceed po. Ano daw ang contraindications ng foot reflexology? Okay, so review nyo lang po for the past topics natin. This is the fifth day ng ating foot reflexology. So check nyo lang po para makita nyo po yung ating series kasi ito sunod-sunod po ito. At ang ating I copy and pasted po ang topic natin for today. Nandyan po sa baba sa ating descriptions. So sabi po nila, reflexology is not for everyone. Okay, for people with certain health conditions, it may cause more harm than good. So, contraindications for reflexology include, so sabi nila, may circulatory issues. Okay, ano ba ang circulatory issues, mga masters? Pag they have already, let's say, varicose veins, or sometimes they already have problems with their circulation. So, halimbawa po yung pa-flow nila pabalik. So, we have the flow pabalik and flow pababa, kasi circulation po yan. So, pag merong ganyan, kung minsan po ay kung hindi skilled at hindi po magaling or hindi po licensed po ang nagpa-perform na reflexologist, ay iba-iba yung mapindot niya dyan at that can cause some problems as well. Lalo na po yung may mga sugat. Those who have sugat or wounds sa diabetics po. Okay? And then gout. Ayun, presence of uric acid po. Gout. Kasi pag may gout dyan at ginaganon-ganon mo pa, there's another story behind that. There's another explanation about that. So, hindi ko pa ma-explain po yan. Pero, kung siyempre masakit po yan at that can cause also complications pag ginalaw-galaw mo yan. Next is history of blood clots. Lalo na po yung mga merong nagtitake po ng mga blood thinners at merong existing problems like diabetes and other blood clotting embolus and thrombus formation po sa kanilang katawan. Lalo na po sa paa kasi po yan ang usual na mga areas kumbaga na palagi tayo nakatayo. So because of gravity, marami pong nakastock na mga crystals or mga clots sa ating soles of our feet. Okay? So certain foot injuries such as sprains, strains, or stress fractures. So of course the athletes and some of those who have experienced those injuries, so hindi alam ng magpe-perform or ng reflexologist na meron kang problema dyan, ginaganon-ganon niya. Syempre, meron contraindications po dyan. So, painful skin conditions such as blisters or severe eczema or psoriasis. So, syempre, sa paa mo po, kung meron kang mga kati-kati dyan, meron kang eczema or psoriasis or meron kang blisters sa area na yan, syempre hindi mo siya pwedeng tusok-tusokin. Hindi mo siya pwedeng stimulate, di ba? And next is contagious skin conditions such as scabies, chickenpox, and athlete's foot. So, contraindicated muna yan. Bawal muna magpaganyan. Athlete's foot, syempre, mabaho yung paa mo. Ganin. Syempre, yung magpe-perform yan, o, di ba? At ma-contaminate din po yung kamay. Tsaka, syempre, syempre, for now, if you have athlete's foot, wag ka na muna magpa-reflexology. Okay? Ayusin mo muna yung athlete's foot bago ka pumunta sa reflexology. Of course, chickenpox, di ba? So baka hindi pa naka-chickenpox yung magpe-perform sa iyo o yung reflexology. So better off not to go and seek for reflexology. And next is certain conditions like diabetes, including non-healing wounds or peripheral neuropathy. Yan ang minention ko kanina. So pag meron kayong circulation problems and diabetes, so sometimes it's even harmful na ipastimulate mo yung soles of your feet. But if you go to a very skilled professional, alam po nila kung saan po mga areas na bawal tusukin or bawal stimulate. But there are also points that are beneficial that can help the pancreas and the kidneys, especially for those with diabetes. So sa aming clinic namin, we treat diabetes and different kinds of kidney and pancreas problems. So sa mga skilled kayo pumunta. Okay? So always talk with your doctor before starting a new treatment to determine whether it's appropriate for you. So syempre dito, just to be safe, puntang mo na sa mga doctors nyo at tayo ay magpakonsulta. Reflexology is not recommended for those with gout, a history of blood clots, or circulatory issues. For now, yun ang punay, hindi pa na-recommend nila. Pero pag, sa halimbawa sa amin, we just don't do reflexology, but we do acupuncture. So, these health problems such as this gout, blood clots, and circulatory problems are more on a lifestyle problem. So you develop these problems over time or over years and years. So there has to be done before you do a superficial treatment. When we say superficial, like that, reflexology, sa soles of feet lang. So you really have to do or to take consideration of your lifestyle. So you did a lot of stuff, you did a lot of bad habits or practices that led you to that particular health problem. So you have, or we have to let you identify, or we have to let you know that those things that you did before, and we usually when they go to our clinic, we show them where they went wrong. So once they know, and then they change their bad habits and they start a better lifestyle, and they're amazed because in a few weeks, probably they come back after like 21 days and those problems are gone. Or if not gone, if not totally gone, they are slowly disappearing. So most of them are like high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, insomnia, cancer. So yeah, our clinic caters different kinds of health problems. And I'm so blessed that I work for my dad and I work with my dad. So I see a lot of miracles every day. Yeah, so I'm really happy and I'm here just to share some of my knowledge and some information that I personally saw and learned from our clinic. And I hope you guys are also learning. And here's another one. It says that if you're pregnant, consult a doctor. Pag buntis, kasi pag hindi alam ng reflexology na buntis ka, syempre may mga points dyan na tinutusok na hindi po siya pwede at mag-stimulate po yan ng pagbukas ng uterus. Okay? So, mahirap po yan pag-contract po ng uterus. So, hindi po yan pwede kasi baka mag-early birthing ka or baka mahulog po ang anak, ang baby sa loob. Okay? So, make sure that you consult your doctor or you tell your reflexologist that you're pregnant. If you're just going to a spa where they offer reflexology, you have to consider that you can't go there if you're pregnant, or you have to let them know that you're pregnant. And if you have problems like blood clots, gout, and circulatory issues. And these are the concerns associated with food reflexology, associated stimulating labor. Ayun po, kami kasi sa aming clinic po ay nagsistimulate po kami ng labor. Marami kaming pasyente po sa clinic namin na pumupunta pag malapit na po ang kanilang expected date of delivery. Okay? So, massage versus reflexology. What is the difference? Ano pong difference ng massage at reflexology? While massage and foot reflexology are both known for their relaxing benefits, they have different functions. Iba ang kanilang function ng massage at foot reflexology. So we have to take note of this, mga masters. Foot reflexology is the therapeutic massage with sustained pressure instead of broad stroke. Sustained pressure po siya. Halimbawa, sa paa po ito. Halimbawa, ito po yung sa kidney. Ito po ang ipipress mo and you have to do like circular motion and you just focus on that particular point. While massage po is, may mga points po yan. May mga tapota, may mga iba't ibang mga strokes po yan sa massage. Pero sa acupressure, foot reflexology, you press and you make tiny circles like that and you stimulate that for like 10 seconds and then release it and then do it again. Yun ang difference po niyan. So sustained pressure instead of broad strokes like classic massage. Sabi niya, classic massage ganun. So fine detail and pressure are applied to specific reflex points and held until released. Yun. A massage might be more beneficial for overall relaxation and muscle aches. Yung massage is para sa mga relaxation lang po at sa mga muscle aches. Whereas reflexology may be able to target specific concerns and with focused points on the feet. Diba? So may specific target po siya. Kung kidney, kidney lang. Kung gallbladder, gallbladder lang. Kung ice, ice lang. Yun yung points na ilalagyan mo ng pressure. Alright, so for tomorrow, our next topic will be what to expect on your first foot reflexology appointment. Hindi ko alam kung makaka-relate tayo dito, pero ano lang dito, fina-follow ko lang po yung order ng source natin. Anyways, kita-kits tayo mamaya sa ating Premier Marathon. Meron po tayong celebration with Inday Dayag. Mag-start tayo ng early. Inday Dayag po, ang ating first host, to be followed, of course, by Marites Tipudan Mixed Channel and Simply Ella and Ancotic Channel. Ayun po, invite ko kayo kay Inday Dayag. Meron po siyang pa-event mamaya. Please be there. May mga prizes po tayo at mga games. Right. This is G. And your one and only Master Worm. God is great. Yahoo!